Let's take a listen.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. And let's start with the leader of the free world, President Joe Biden, who is again mixing up countries, regions, days. Here he keeps calling Gaza Ukraine.
In the coming days, we're going to join with our friends in Jordan and others in providing airdrops of additional food and supplies into Ukraine, and seek to continue to open up other avenues into Ukraine, including the possibility of a marine corridor.
He's just not all there. Now let's go to two unhinged lefty women losing it at Glasgow Museum and doing this to a bust of Queen Victoria.
We refuse to be dragged back to the Victorian era. Diseases and starvation, such as rickets and scurvy, are on the rise. Freedom begins with breakfast. If you can't understand that, we'll shove it in your face. Food is a human right. And we call it a systems of oppression under which we are suffering.
Why do they keep tolerating these people's behavior? Why aren't they checked at the door? Why are they even allowed to bring these things inside of these places? Because this is a common theme. This has been done over and over again. And I think there should be some kind of security protocol to prevent this from happening. And again, why are they doing this and nobody's stopping them either?
You got me.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Just brave and stunning work there from the climate catastrophists who do nothing but spew crazy lies and try to destroy beautiful things. That was porridge and jam, by the way, they poured over the statue. Now let's check lefties in the wild. Watch these two horrid types harass a poor guy in a wheelchair of sorts because apparently it's against the rules. You won't believe this.
Nice job.
Seriously, you're not supposed to have e-bikes on this thing.
This is a handicap piece of equipment.
And
what?
Show me the rules saying that you're allowed to do this.
You're serious? Who are you?
Come on, buddy. You're breaking the rules at the park.
It's a handicap piece of equipment. I can't walk.
You should have led with that.
He did leave with that.
I said it. Is this your husband? Class act, brother. You're a class act.
You guys are a class act. You know the rules.
Class act.
I mean, you're to be there, bro.
God, dude.
Oh my word! Like, dude,
should have led with.
You should have led with that. Do you not see the guy sitting in a wheelchair? Like, I mean, hello, how thick do you got to be?
You know, I know here in the West, we got some issues, but what's happening somewhere overseas sometime, you know, especially in Australia and in Canada, I'm like, yo, they're way ahead of us as far as craziness is concerned. I know we don't know men can't have babies today. We're saying some strange things. I hear what we're saying, but I'm like, yo, I think these people are completely nuts. Like, how America's haven't gone this bad down, you know, the spiral of confusion.
Oh, I've seen some things, man.
No, please don't break my hope. Don't destroy my.
I'm telling you, I've done.
Oh, please don't blow out my candle now.
I'm just saying, I've seen some things.
I'm sure. I think a lot of it is not being recorded and stuff, but you know.
Oh no, it is being recorded.
Stop it.
It's most definitely being recorded.
Oh my Lord! Oh, we got issues. We need help. Lord, help us. Our society has gone crazy. Man, we lost it. Lost it a long time ago. Have mercy. Have mercy.
How much more can you lead with that? The guy's in a wheelchair. I'm just sorry. That just blows my mind.
What else do you want to hear? Oh, man. You know, we are losing it, man. We've completely lost it. He said it, Tom, getting dumber.
Idiocracy was supposed to be a movie and a spoof, not a playbook.
Renaissance lady, you are 100% correct on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about that?
that. I mean, really? Oh my gosh. Now let's go to how NBC edited a post-match interview with CJ Stroud, a quarterback for the Houston Texans. See if you can work out the bit NBC edited out when this aired. Here's the unedited version.
Your first NFL season and a record-setting performance for you. What does this moment mean?
First and foremost, I just want to give all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's been amazing being in this city for as short as I've been, but the love that I've got, I've really just been doing it for Houston, man. People back home, I'm blessed enough being in the position I am.
And this is the version that was replayed again and again.
CJ, your first playoff game in your first NFL season and a record-setting performance for you. What does this moment mean?
I mean, it's been amazing being.
You're muted.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Did you see what they did? When the camera moved in front of his face, as soon as the question is asked what happened, that little cut right there, which I do all the time in my videos, and most people won't even notice that. Sometimes I say things, I'm like, I don't like what I just said here. Let me just take that out. But it happens so fast. You have to be on point. Like you see the look at the size of his body, and then when that focus goes on his face, there is a cut. This is where they remove Jesus' name.
NFL season and a record-setting performance for you. What does this moment mean?
I mean,
Right there. It happened so quickly in a split second.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
it's been amazing being in this city for as short as I've been, but the love that I've got, I've really just been doing it for Houston, man. People back home, I'm blessed enough being in the position I am.
Yes, I wonder what that little bit was cut. Now, only lefties losing it don't appreciate that men and women are different. That's why there are different categories in sport. But some men who identify as women and have the nerve to compete in women's sport, where they have a massive unfair advantage, then have the added nerve of mocking women who are not as strong as they are. Check out this weightlifter who is dominating in the women's competition.
Welcome to Anne Says Something Controversial. Why is women's bench so bad? I mean, not compared to me. We all know that I'm a tranny freak, so that doesn't count. And no, we're not talking about Mackenzie Lee. She's got little T-Rex arms and she's like 400 pounds of chest muscle, apparently. I mean, standard bench in powerlifting competition for women, I literally don't understand why it's so bad. My son, he weighs 45 pounds. His max bench is like 33. I'm legit seeing some women in competition who are doing something like 50 pounds, and I just don't understand it.
The things I could say, I'm almost thinking he's having a laugh there. That's not serious, but I'll just limit it to this. Mediocre Mahal.
Before she says that, I think the difference is very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be the twig and giggleberries.
Oh my Lord.
Giving you a little bit of an unfair advantage. I'm saying.
Yeah. And we argued this before last time we were here. How come it's not the other way around? Mm-hmm. Why aren't the ladies going over to the men's sports and do that?
Yeah.
So guess who are the real misogynists among us?
Where's the real patriarchy?
Yeah. I can't believe that.
Athletes who have no chance in the men's competition should not be taking opportunities from female athletes. Now let's go to the UFC and watch how Dana White, the boss there, handles this lefty losing it journo.
I just want to go back. You were talking about, like, you obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say when they are up there with a UFC microphone and you are getting into territory of homophobia, transphobia. Like, is there...
I don't give anybody a leash.
Well, I'm saying you...
A leash?
like...
Free speech. Control what people say. Going to tell people what to believe. Going to tell people... I don't tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes on any of them. What is your question?
I was asking that question. I'll move on though.
Yeah, probably a good idea. That's ridiculous.
I love Dana White, man.
He is so base. He spends too much time with Donald Trump. That's his problem. Oh man, this is how you talk to left. You question them. You question them if you just say a few things and you take their own words and use it against them. That's all. And that's the end of the conversation right there.
Right.
This guy is crazy, man. Kind of nonsense.
Oh, don't worry. I'm assuming Renee. They're out there and they are fighting. They're trying to actually get the distinguishment between men, women, and other for sports categories.
Yeah.
So they're out there and they're fighting for women's rights.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah. But he just doesn't get, the level of attention as you're hearing from the media. It's just kind of like the transitioners kind of thing, They promote the trans community and they're like, transitioning is cool, transitioning is great. But there's a whole bunch of people that are hurting that are saying, no, he's not. I'm hurting. I want to talk. And they're like, censor them. It's like, wait a minute. So, bit of a joke.
Well, they can be louder, but there's only so loud they can be before, they get that stifled by the mainstream.
They're getting censored. Yeah.
And this goes back to our previous video about being censored as hate speech.
Yeah, that's where it goes. Because when there is an established narrative and anybody who speaks about it, it could be classified as hate speech right there. Like if you say something against climate change, that could become hate speech. You know what I'm saying? So you say something against the what do you call that? The inoculation, the Fauci ouchie. That was
jab.
Yeah, that's hate speech. So that's the danger of this thing, hate speech against anything, hate speech against transgender people. They're in women's sport. That shouldn't be happening. Oh, you're a bigot. You're a hate speech. That's why you should not allow this thing. That's why you should push back against it. That's why we should go back. That's why we talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He shut that down beautifully. Let's finish the segment with a Rick Riley endorsement via our Washington correspondent, Annalise Nielsen.
I am Rick Riley from the flatlands of Colorado in Yuma, and I love Sky News. You guys rock. It's sad that we have to go to Australia to get real news in America, but I love lefties losing it. I love that. So you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work, Sky News.
I do too.
Oh, and we love him.
If you guys haven't seen these segments, you need to check it out. Like this girl is amazing. This is like her job on this show, and she just goes over all of these types of things.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, very. I love this. She just keeps it simple and exposes the hypocrisy for what it is.